What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Here we are with another reaction. In this we went to the UK's official best pub. I'm excited to dive into this, and if you've been to this pub, I don't know what pub you're gonna go to, but once the video starts and I go to it, if you've been to it, what I want you to do is comment down below and tell me what your experience was like. But before we dive in, if you happen to enjoy, please don't forget to subscribe, give the video a thumbs up, and if you like to support this channel by becoming a member, all you gotta do is hit that join button to receive your exclusive benefits. Let's get to it.
There were 47,000 pubs in the UK last time someone bothered.
47,000?
Pubs, gastro pubs,
dang.
local pubs, all sorts of different pubs. But which pub is the best in the country? Well, every year, CAMRA, the Campaign for Real Ale, check out the pubs, judge the pubs, and declare one pub to be the greatest pub in all of the land.
All 47,000 of them?
This year, the champion pub resides in Tamworth in Staffordshire. But can CAMRA's word be trusted? I decided to rope in YouTube's finest alcohol expert, Rebecca James.
Alcohol expert.
So Becky, we're here in Tamworth to check out the country's greatest pub. I think first of all we need a control pub. So let's just go to a random pub.
Yeah.
And then we can go to the good one.
Just to test it out.
We had a brief walk around
Just
Tamworth
to test
for a
it
control pub before deciding to visit the Penny Black. We bought a beer that Becky thought was really nice.
That's really nice.
Ate some traditional British pub grub, indulged in a little small talk.
Do you like horse racing?
No. And headed back out into lovely Tamworth. What makes a good pub, Becky?
Good pub is good atmosphere,
Okay.
carpets, great pints, lovely toilets. There's a lot to
I love
discuss.
that carpets is your second thing.
Carpets
Ahead of
very important.
pints.
Yeah.
You might have a good pub for the summer. It's got like a nice beer garden.
Beer garden.
You might have a nice fire for a good winter pub. And a great pub combines all of those with good beer, people, atmosphere, and all that sort of stuff. And of course, carpets.
Let's see what we got there.
You can't always make it to the best pub in the country, but if you want to have a nice beer in the comfort of your home, like our video sponsor,
Beer 52.
who fancies some new and exclusive
I'm gonna skip the sponsor.
beers for free? Spring has begun, and to celebrate, my good chums at Beer 50. It's there, Becky. The greatest pub in the country.
Of course we're here, by the way. It's just so classic, isn't it? Where are we today? The best pub in the UK this year.
Tamworth Brewing. The Tamworth Tap.
Oh, Becky.
Today at 4. Oh, they gotta wait.
Crumbs.
Really?
That is
Oh,
points deducted from me. It needs to be 24 hours.
24 hours.
Yeah.
I feel that, Becky. Opening at 4 p.m. and you're the best. That's just. Now, y'all talk to me in the comment section. Is that a normal thing for pubs to open this late? Maybe it's a Sunday. I don't know. Is this normal to open at 4 p.m. or how do y'all's pubs? Are any of them 24 hours? Or a lot of them stay open late, open early? Talk to me.
To say Monday, Tuesdays.
Oh, everything on Monday, it's not even open.
4 till 9. Bit of an early shut as well. Okay.
If you're that good, you can afford to shut
Keep
early.
going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, let's find another pub for the meantime.
Maybe it's so good that they can only give you it for a couple hours.
Okay.
Like me.
Let us,
Like me.
let's find another pub so we can really make sure what a normal pub's like before we go to this
Yeah,
one.
we've got to really clean. What's it? We've got to cleanse our palates
Okay.
There you go.
Here.
with beer. There's one there.
Ah, there's one there.
Right, Becky, we've been to the pub. We've done
Listen.
3 pints in there.
We might have had too many before we go to our pub.
No, because you go to pubs having had a few drinks. It's important that we test it properly, having had a few drinks.
We're testing it as punters. We're punters. We are. And one thing I want to say really quickly: why am I always drunk on the Robbie Knox channel? Really annoying. Anyway,
Seems like a you problem, not a me problem.
Why I'm always drunk on the Robbie Knox channel, and I can see it in their eyes. I can see it that they may have had a bit too many, and now you still got to go to the best pub in the UK that year or this year, 2024, I assume, and you still got to drink some there. So, yeah, Becky, I'm a little nervous, Becky. Hey, as long as you don't black out, we good.
does. I am going to take in every ounce of this pub. every ounce of it.
The country's greatest pub, Becky. I mean, this feels like the kind of playing field we should be on here.
We are the people that should have reviewed it. We are the people who should have chosen this pub, by the way. But listen, maybe next year. What are you looking for?
Just a good pub.
Just a good pub.
I'm all
What
for
what
shop
makes for a good
windows,
pub?
But pub windows, that's something I don't really dabble in. But look at this pub window. That looks welcoming.
It's got hops and stuff on the wall hanging out.
And there's a lantern, a beacon of hope.
Speaking of hope.
Let's have a look.
You go local?
Signed. Yes. Tamworth Lager, please. Thank you.
What's it like working in the UK's best pub?
Amazing.
Is it? Good?
I've been here for like 4 years. So,
Must be weird then when it became
but I've
champion.
seen it change for the whole 4 years. 4
It was
years.
like 4 years ago.
We just had this part. The brewery was in this little bit here. The upstairs hadn't been done to the way that he wanted, so everything in here has changed. The fire was put in just before COVID, so luckily we had a bit of, respite from that. But yeah, it's a great place to work, definitely.
This is a good nook to sit in, Becky.
Oh.
Is this a nook or a cranny?
Well, you tell me, Robin.
What's the difference between a nook and a cranny?
I don't want to tell you about that. I love this pub.
It's a great pub. I can
And
see why it's won.
put that down a second. Let me put your pint down a second. We'll talk about the pints ASAP. But if I could just direct you quickly to something I always look for in a pub. Come with me. Come with me.
Okay.
Around. Oh my gosh.
Oh.
Little phone charging area.
I mean that's.
What's wrong with the plug socket?
I mean that's definitely a great accessory to make a pub even better. Phone charging area. Phones, they're gonna die, especially if I'm hanging out in this pub the whole time. My phone's gonna need charging, and it's very convenient for you guys to have a station for me to charge my phone. It's very cool that I can go into this nook and cranny and drink like with a bud and drink with a friend, and we can look out the window. And yeah, I mean, so far I don't know much about pubs. I've never been to a pub. I've been to some bars, but never a pub. And so I'm not the greatest judge, but so far it looks awesome in here.
Listen, some of us don't carry plugs. But what I'm saying, this pub down with the kids while still being oldie worldy. Okay. Cheers.
Cheers. First impressions of the UK's greatest pub.
I love it.
It's so good.
It's so good.
It's
I
much
actually like
more
it.
modern. It's like an oldie worldy thing, but it's got like a lot of modern beers, a lot of good sort of craft ale type things.
It's old worldy, but also humble. We like humble kings, don't we?
Except I've been to pubs that have won like local camera awards and all that sort of stuff. But this is, I get it. I get it straight away.
Also, it's so wholesome. It's giving me wholesome vibes. Like, it's got all the little pickies on the wall. It's got all the old stuff. It's everything, and also it smells really good. Well, cheers.
Cheers.
George,
Thank you for having us, George.
thank you.
No, thanks for visiting.
The landlord.
I've come from Norwich today.
Okay.
Becky's come from London.
Yeah.
Norwich is no stranger to a good pub.
Absolutely, yeah. I frequent Norwich.
Do you?
Yeah, absolutely. Like as you say.
When have you
16,
been in
17 good beer guide pubs in Norwich.
Yeah.
He's keeping an eye.
So how long have you
As a
run
tourist, of course.
this? Yeah, of course. How long have you had this pub?
5 years.
That's not that long,
But
really, is it?
it isn't,
when you think
no.
about it?
And it was never going to be a pub. I never wanted a pub.
Oh
I
wow.
wanted a brewery, that was it.
Oh,
And then it's all the rage, isn't it? A tap room. And so many people walking past Waller's Brewery saying, are you going to open? When are you opening? Not are you going to open? When are you going to open?
okay.
So they were doing the assumptive on me, and I think that duped me into opening the tap room. So I just asked so many times.
So when you opened the pub, what were your expectations for it?
A couple of friends popping in, and maybe hopefully getting to the Good Beer Guide, which we alluded to earlier, the camera sort of Bible on real ale pubs. and then I'd know then that it was going to be bigger than just my friends sort of popping in and having a beer and whatever, and yeah.
That's so awesome, bro. The fact I didn't even want a pub. Like, I just got asked so much that I figured I got to do a pub because this is what the people want, and I got to give the people what they want. But I just wanted a brewery. And he opened a pub, and his expectations weren't high. Couple friends, not much people, but then you make this list of great pubs, and now you're at the top of the list. And he's only on the pub for 5 years. He's done all of this within 5 years. Hey, this man, even though he didn't want a pub, is great at, I guess, creating an amazing pub atmosphere.
What makes a good pub, in your opinion?
The landlord. No, it's the people. So people that actually frequent it rather than, and obviously the team behind.
Yeah.
When we first walked in, it felt. I don't. Without there's the sort of stereotypical image of camera from 15 years ago. That's an old-fashioned men in beards, sort of. Do you know what I mean? Like with beers
it still is.
So in some ways, but like there's that with beer names that are sexual innuendos and stuff like that. There's that old-fashioned sort of camera thing, but then you come into what is camera's best pub of the year, and it's a very sort of modern. Yeah. There's a lovely mix of like your traditional sort of cask and lovely sort of modern beers, modern design, like obviously sort of like a nice mix of clientele and all that. Was that important to you?
Absolutely, yeah. It opens up to a wider audience because commercially it's got to work. It's got to be successful. It's no good having a pub of the year and it's got really good beer in there, but then you exclude one in a group of 5 that drink lager, but you've got to give them a good lager. You can't just give them run-of-the-mill lagers, because you can get that in any pub. So we're trying to sort of convert people again that would normally go with the chain sort of brands and try something that has a bit of a taste to it as well.
George, thank you very much for having us. It's been an absolute joy. You can get to the Tamworth Tap if you go to Tamworth, essentially. Becky, any final words?
Cheers to that, girls. No, well done, George. Really, that's unreal that you've done that in 5 years. So,
every day. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Amazing.
I'm here to see it, so cheers.
Cheers. Thank you very much for watching, and don't forget, there'll be a 52 offer down below.
Happy St. David's Day.
Them mini sausages.
Chorizo bites. Ooh.
Bye.
That sounds amazing.
This is the greatest pub. Wow.
It looks like they had an absolutely fantastic time inside of the pub. And I can't blame them. It looks absolutely awesome inside of there. I don't even drink no more, and he made me want to get back on it. He want to stir it up again. That's all we got, though. If you guys enjoyed, please don't forget to subscribe, give the video a thumbs up, and check out the next one. And give me your thoughts on what makes a good pub. I'll see y'all next time.